Welcome, Scorpio, to High Priestess Influence and to your general weekly tarot reading. So this will be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for February 3rd through February 9th. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. You may find resonance with this message whenever you view it, or you may find none at all since it's general. So just take anything that resonates with you and leave the rest for somebody else. And remember, never put anyone else's judgment above your own. And also, Scorpio, I do not view my messages here as predictions, but as guide. That is the intention. The intention is to attract the cards that will best serve the cards and the intuition that go, that come along with the cards, that will best serve those Scorpios who view this message. And sometimes it's for, it might turn out to be just for those who need it most. So even if it's not the most Scorpios, maybe somebody really was looking for something, was looking for guidance, was looking for a reminder of something that they already know, or what have you. So what we have there is one card jumped out for the physical realm from the minor arcana, and now we're looking for the mental realm from the minor arcana, and then the spiritual realm, and then from the major arcana we will ask for one card that best represents the overall energy. So two cards just jumped out. I think that's two for the mental realm, and now we want the message from the spiritual realm. So the physical realm, that's what's going on in your physical world. The mental realm is what you're thinking about, focused on. Sometimes it's even what you're talking about to others. It's where your focus is at. Wow, that's weird. That sounded, I wasn't looking, but it sounded like more than one card, but it was only one card. I guess it's just the way it hit the table. Okay. And let's get one card for, we actually got two. Okay, so this one actually jumped out, and this one kind of like landed on my hand. So I feel compelled to keep them. So we'll see what they bring. But, you had two cards in your mental realm. Let's take a look at that first, because I guess the focus here is more on what you're thinking about, where your focus is. And honestly, Scorpio, where your focus is probably, it is sometimes the most important, because what we think about, what we're focused on, what we spend our time focused on, thinking about, is where our vibration comes from, because what we think about causes, the emotions. And so, are we feeling good? Are we happy? Are we satisfied? Is our vibration high? So that we can attract to us that matching vibration, that high vibration, or our thoughts, sad or of low expectations, and then attracting more of that vibration to us. So let's take a look here. So we have the Nine of Wands reversed on top here, and I think that I feel like that your thoughts have been negative, that you've been very guarded about something, and for some of you, it may even be bordering on the level of paranoia about something. But I feel like this. It. You're aware of your negative thought thinking, of your guardedness, of for some of you, I just felt a fear of the future, or maybe it's not even fear. Is it fear? It's maybe like a feeling of instability about the future, or feeling guarded because you don't know what's coming, or you can't see what's coming. Interesting, Scorpio. So now you have the Queen of Pentacles. This could be a male or female. It's possible that it's an earth sign, but not necessarily. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but again, it doesn't necessarily have to be. But this might be a partner or someone who can stabilize you, um, someone who is very grounded, and maybe where you find your groundedness or your home or your heart. Again, this can be a male or female. It doesn't have to be a partner. I mean, it could even be a business partner. It could be a best friend. It could be a roommate. It could be I just feel like this is someone who's very supportive and who might be able to, all right, this sounds extreme, but the expression talk you off the ledge came, and it's not that I think you're on a ledge, Sagittarius, but that's the expression that came into mind. In other words, figuratively, like bring you back into alignment, help you focus on all of the good things that are happening, and that the future isn't so harsh, it isn't so rough, it isn't difficult. So I do feel like you have someone on whom you can lean for support, who can ground you and provide that stability for you. And I feel, Scorpio, like you should be taking advantage of this. And I don't mean taking advantage of the person, but I mean really, like, don't shut this person out. Tap into his or her wisdom, his or her love, his or her support. And for some of you, this could be more than one person. I mean, this person just might represent your family or a friend group, or people you can count on in general. And, this is in your mental realm. So you have this stability with this person or these people. You know about this groundedness. And I just feel compelled to urge some of you to really, again, take advantage of it. So that, this person might help you release the feelings of guardedness, the fear of the future, the worries about the future. It just feels like things might have been rough for you lately. And, I think things have been rough for you lately. And that's why I have the feeling like you have like a fear of the future, is because you're expecting things to be like, to not change, to not get any better. Like you don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. That expression just came to me. You don't see any light at the end of the tunnel here, Scorpio. And I feel as though this person or these people here can help you see that light. Okay. All right, Scorpio. So let's take a look at the other cards here. In your physical realm here, you have the Ace of Swords reversed. So again, you know what? You're not seeing any new prospects. You're not experiencing anything new and fresh. And again, when your expectations are in this place here that I'm feeling with this Nine of Wands reversed of like, I feel like you based on what's been happening recently, you're expecting more of the same. And that's basically what you're going to get. I feel like there's no new news, just came to me. There's no new news. There's nothing new on which you can hang your hat, or in this case, if you look at the card, hang your crown. And it's not that there isn't. A lot of cards could have come up to indicate this for you, Scorpio. But the fact that you got this card means that the energy is there. You're just not allowing it. You're not allowing it in. Why? Because of this focus here. Because of this focus, because your belief, because of where your belief is. Where your belief is not allowing the new and fresh to come. So you do have this energy around you of the Ace of Swords. You're just basically preventing it from coming in. And it's kind of like you can't receive that new idea or that inspiration to kind of like cut through things and move forward and kind of like get that crown, get that title, get that public recognition. You can't get that from the place where your focus is at. You can't get this Ace of Swords when your focus is here. But the energy is here. I feel like there's something right around the corner for you, Scorpio. But you kind of need to get out of that headspace of expecting that things are just going to go along the way they have been. And for some of you, I did say you're aware of this, but I also just got the feeling that for others, you weren't even realizing that that's where your thoughts were, that that's where your focus was, or that's where your focus is. And now you're kind of like, oh, you're right. That is where I am at. My expectations of the future are based on what's been happening recently, what's been happening in the past. But remember, Scorpio, energies change, universal energies change, first of all, right? I mean, we're in a 4-year now, a 4 universal year. You also have your own personal year, not to mention other things that are so unique about you. So your vibrations often change, constantly change. Yet you have certain things about you upon which you can rely. You've got so many strengths. But you also have a choice in how those energies are played out. And those things upon which you can rely about yourself, you have a choice whether you're going to take the positive aspects or the not so positive aspects. So if you can change your focus and change your expectations, even if you do it gradually, you will, before you know it, raise your vibration, raise your expectations, and improve the outcome. Okay, so now here you go. In your message from the universe here, your spiritual realm, the universe is telling you you need to let go of all of those self-limiting beliefs, because it's only you holding yourself back, and it's all based on your beliefs. It's all based on what you think. You're giving away your power, not necessarily to anyone. You're just giving away your power with your negative focus. But it's not necessary. The universe is telling you, let this go. It's all up to you. The 8 is the number of power. But the universe is telling you, stop giving it away, Scorpio. Stop letting your power just kind of like melt away from you. Solidify it. Grab onto it. The energy of justice and balance. Find the balance in your life. Find the balance between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. I'm feeling that some of you are focused solely on the physical realm. You're focused on what you can see with your eyes. I feel like you're focused on your vision. And I don't mean your vision like your psychic vision or your spiritual vision. I mean your physical vision. You're focused on your sight. This is what I see. This is my experience, and that's all there is. But that you do have access to that balance. Like, look at the scales here in the card of justice. It's all about balance, finding the balance between the physical world and the spiritual world, as many of these cards, really are, right? But like with justice, I feel as though, this is just me, this is my feeling looking at this card, but I'm just feeling that this is really more like black and white. Find that balance. It's not like a woo-woo spiritual thing. No, it's your focus on the physical world needs that opposite energy of your focus on the spiritual world, because you need to believe more. You need to believe more so that you can manifest more of what you desire instead of what's just been happening over and over and over again. The reason the past keeps repeating itself for some of you and the energy doesn't seem to be changing or moving is because that's where your expectation is. And I just got the expression with this Justice card. You need to be fair to yourself. You need to treat yourself fairly. You need to be good to yourself. You need to let go of all of this negative thinking because it's only you holding yourself back. And now you have the energy of the magician reversed here. And I feel that some of you, this is part of the message too, I feel from the spiritual realm, is, well, actually I think that both of these cards really are, well, obviously they all are, but I feel like this is like kind of advice, or not advice, it's pointing out to you that Scorpio, for some reason at this point in time, if this is resonating with you, you're not believing fully in yourself and your capabilities. And for some of you, I'm feeling like you're not believing in both your physical and your spiritual capabilities. You're feeling not only like you're not lining up the spiritual energy, you're not lining up the belief, the knowing, but you're also, some of you are doubting your skills, in the physical world, what you're capable of accomplishing. But I will urge you, Scorpio, that I feel as though some of you are not lining up the spiritual energy before you take action. You're trying too hard in the physical world to make things happen. Either that, or you've actually passed that point and you've almost given up, but then you're stuck here. So the bottom line, Scorpio, is that if you want to turn this Ace of Swords upright, if you want to allow that new energy of something that can take you all the way, that can take you to like receiving the crown, to receiving a title, to receiving recognition for all of your efforts, that your efforts need to begin inside you with your alignment, with your belief in the universe, with your belief in yourself. It's like you need to believe in your physical self to be able to do whatever you desire, but you also first need to believe in the energies of the universe and that they will serve you in reaction, and they do serve you in reaction to your vibrational output. And your expectations, your beliefs, your thoughts are what create your vibrational output. So if you're going to focus on what's been going on and have your expectations there, you're going to continue to get more of the same. So the universe wants you to step into your power and stop rendering yourself powerless, Scorpio. You need to step into your own power. And it starts energetically. It starts with your focus. It starts with believing that things always work out. Now, even though they always work out, when you have these negative energies, you just slow it down. You slow down the working out. But if you can raise your expectations and raise your vibration on a general level, little by little, or maybe even quickly, depending on how good you are at this, everyone will be different. But little by little, you will notice that everything starts falling into place. All of a sudden, your days are just becoming more pleasant. Oh, maybe traffic was lighter, or people were more pleasant, or someone went out of your way to do something nice for you. Strangers will be, maybe go out of their way to assist you, right? Like, someone, who, a clerk at a store, for example. I have experienced all of these things, and it is amazing. And then you get used to it. And then you start to seep back into it because you're expecting, okay, now what? Things. So it really takes practice. It really takes steady focus, and it's natural and normal to take a few steps back, but then that helps you launch a few steps forward. But if you can get yourself into a positive routine of that, instead of this negativity that's just creating more of the same for you, Scorpio, you will find that just your everyday life gets smoother and easier, and then the clarity comes to you, and this Ace of Swords turns upright, and things just start working out for you, and you feel and again, it's a gradual thing, so you might have to really sit down and think about it to realize it, but all of a sudden you'll be like, wow, I am powerful. I am powerful. And now that I know this, I can never go all the way back, right? I can have little slip-ups now and then, but I can never go all the way back. I can never render myself that powerless again. Okay, my Scorpio friends, if this doesn't resonate with you at all, you might want to check out your moon and rising sign messages at High Priestess Influence. Either way, I thank you so much for being with me. I hope you have a fabulous week ahead, and I do hope to see you back here again next week, my Scorpio friends. Have a powerful week.